Hi everyone, I'm Moon Jasper Gem. Thanks for tuning into my channel today. I'm going to be doing a general reading for the end of February 2019 and March 2019, for the month of March as well. I'm going to be doing a reading about what's important, the important messages that we should all hear, something that pertain to all of us. Some good advice or messages that we all could use to hear, whether it's significant or important to the majority of us. So that's what I'm going to add. What are the messages today for all signs of the zodiac for the end of February 2019 and for the month of March 2019? And like some general advice and messages, please share them with us. Hope everyone is doing well. Okay. What are the messages for all signs of the zodiac 2019 February, end of February and into the whole month of March 2019? First card that we have is the Lover's card. This is a union. This is being enlightened. This is coming together with a like-minded person, possibly a soulmate, somebody that you're aligned with intuitively, mind, body, and soul. It could also be a commitment to something with someone that also have the same values, that you feel you could be so bare to the end. You could be very naked, and so to say, but you kind of bare yourself. You bare your whole soul, your mind, your heart, and you really put a lot into this, and it comes naturally because you found someone that feels the same way as you. So it's a beautiful union, and it's a gift. They're enlightened, and they're coming together. It's the kind of love that you could only find once in a while, but once you've had it, it's very hard to live up to it if it doesn't last, because sometimes for soulmates and things like that, it could be a part of your life for some time, but not forever. And they could come into your life at any time, at any age. Sometimes you could be with people your age and feel a connection. You could be with older people, you could be with younger people, and you just feel that connection like you know them. Just similar energy, similar values. Just feel it. So that is the Lover's card. What other messages do we have for today? All signs of the zodiac. Goes with this beautiful Lover's card. This enlightened union, where you could be yourself, pure, and you know that other person has your back. Okay, what are the energies we're working with? Okay, this is the Ten of Swords. It's actually feeling like you've been backstabbed. Somebody who has betrayed you, it's on your mind. You feel devastated and hurt by it. Sometimes it actually happens, and sometimes you just feel that way. It could be difference of opinions and different values that make people separate, and make people be enlightened and want to find this type of person in their life because of this. This could be an obstacle for people to say, you know what, I want to be around people that are going to have my back, that aren't going to stab me in the back. Somebody who I could be myself with, somebody who has like-minded values and goals, and they want to work with you, and they love you, and you know that they're honest with you, and they're just being purely real. So this is one of the reasons why people reevaluate who they choose to bring into their life, because everybody is afraid of, putting out your whole self, being honest, letting yourself, all your guards down, and then this could happen. So look, don't worry about it, because this is part of life, and this is what we all have to go through sometimes. But in order to know the difference, that's how you know it. You go through bad times and you realize, hey, That's not what I like. That's not what I want to do. And I know that this union with people and situations that I could be involved in are going to be more like me and how I feel in my heart. And if I'm going to bear myself, it's going to be with somebody who's willing to do the same. So what is in the root of all this? It seems like that's part of the root too. But what is in the root of all this? Could also be somebody in mourning, somebody feeling that they're just, there's nothing left of them. But that's really, and that's weird that I just said that because the death card just came out and I just had a feeling it was gonna, I know, whatever. But the point is that's what that means. A lot of us just went through loss and death, and we're reevaluating ourselves in February, the end of February. I didn't do the reading in the beginning of February this time because me and a lot of other people I know have been going through a lot of transitions, things coming from all over the place, things that were really kind of unexpected but are inevitable. And you can't deny that it can happen. It can happen to any one of us, no matter what age you are, no matter how much great health you have or how cautious you are in what you eat and do and physical activity. But death is a part of us, and it's just going to happen. It's the root of everything. This is also rebirth. It's rebirth and leaving those things behind that hurt us, that we no longer need, that we need to move on from. Because when we're enlightened and we find who we truly are, then we want to be around people just like that. And those are the people that we want to grow with and get close to. Special union. And this, even though it's inevitable, when you've accepted it, which we really never do, and I'm sorry for everybody who had deaths in their life, me included. Great first cousin of mine who was all glowing and beautiful inside and out, and I know he's an angel now. Call him Saint Augustine. But this is for all the people that are grieving, that have lost, and even reminiscing in the back of your head of what you have lost or what you may lose, and people getting older, people who are sick. Just know that we're the ones that left behind. When they move on to something greater and better, and they're going to be having more life and energy in another place and another time, and they'll never really leave you. They're here in soul and spirit. You can always talk to them, you can always communicate with them. I'm going to probably be doing some readings based on people that have passed away, that have, if you having questions instead of asking about yourself, you could actually ask about your loved ones that have passed away. I feel I could communicate with them with or without the spirit, with the cards in spirit. But just know that it's a death that's inevitable. But with that always becomes a new beginning of something. And a lot of times it's the death of something we want to leave behind. Thoughts, ideas, people, situations, old ways of living, looking for new, looking for something brand new. And on the bottom, of course, we have to have the devil. So the devil, yes, sometimes we fear him or whatever, but the truth is this is basically our own emotions deep down inside. What do we feel trapped to? This again can also be a soulmate, something, it could be a soulmate or some sort of addiction as well, whether it's drugs, alcohol, gambling, sex, materialistic things, not finding who truly is pure to the soul, because that's when you're in that state, all of this doesn't matter anymore because you're above it all, because you've understood and you've gone to the next level in your mind, and you've seen and experienced the difference. Of course, we like pleasures in life. It's here. We're supposed to. But, to be locked in something that's, is no good for you, situations, people, and things are no good for you, but yet we continue on. It becomes a habit after a while. So, what can we put to the past here? What is the message that's moving to the past for all of the signs of the zodiac, end of February and March, all of March 2019? Okay, the feeling of being left behind, isolated, backstabbed, not having your what you maybe somebody who's lost their love, lost their soul, feeling they've lost their soul because they've lost loved ones. So they're feeling left behind, they're feeling lost, but they know that there are people there. This is a church, This is a place that they can go and they can have help. It doesn't necessarily mean a church. It could be people that know you, that want to help out in times of need. You could feel after being backstabbed that you were left out this way, but you're not alone. You're not alone there. You will come out of that, and you will find, peace of mind again, being able to start over again. So moving that to the past is good because having the death is moving to the past of feeling lost, lonely, sad, helpless, hopeless. But there's help. There's always help. Never give up because a new light can shine. After this, the only thing in the background they show is the light coming up. So when you get out of your mind, you will stand up and you'll move on. You'll be a different person, but you'll be stronger for it. Whatever doesn't kill you, they say, makes you stronger, right? So when you're down that low, you have to raise up after that. And what's moving into our future here? But on the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Swords, which is knowing that you have to leave the past behind. You have to leave it behind because there was nothing we could do about it. Okay, you think about it, you wonder about it, it goes on and on in your mind, and you should experience it, understand it, reason with it, and once you can get a little bit healing from it, you can move on and you could try to see things in a better light. We may even take some of those hurts with us moving into our future because you can't get over certain things, but you have to know that there's calmer waters coming ahead because just like life, it's turbulent sometimes and other times it's smooth. Here they're moving into smoother waters, not without some hurt and loss though. But we have to grow. It helps us to grow too when we hurt. It makes us human. It makes us be able to feel. So what's in the future for this? Let's see. Oops, got a lot coming out here. I'll take them all. So for our future, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Okay, this is a brand new beginning, a gift from above to start over, taking all of what you've gone through and seeing this great opportunity, an idea that's being presented to you from above in the universe, stating, I give you these new thoughts, these new ideas, these new hopes and things that can be tangible and you could create and make it prosper. New life, there's new life on there. And so with that is a gift from above. Also showing that somebody here has been feeling like they're a little defensive, but they have the upper hand. They're not giving up their position. They technically can. They chose to be in that position. It's someone who's been through a lot in the past, and he feels maybe that he may be the only one. He may be the only one against others with his thoughts and his ideas, but he does have a good idea. He has an upper hand in the idea, and it's also a gift. So that's just a feeling that will pass. Okay, so here again, when he takes the stick, he could choose to, instead of feeling like he is defensive and he has this idea and things are against him or people, situations are not working for him, he takes it and he says, I'll take this idea and I'm going to create something new with it. The situation, the people, the places, what I'm going to do with this in this barren place after feeling barren. I see new life. I could take this beautiful rod, this idea, this thought, and I could plant it. And with it, it will grow. When others may not believe in you and you may not believe in it, the most important thing is to find that you believe in yourself. And even if everybody believed in you, the most important thing is for you to believe in you. Because when you have hope and you plant that seed, you plant that life that's coming growth out of this vine, this branch, this tree, you'll see that you will see the growth. And this guy right here, the Page of Wands, he sees everything. He's young, he's enthusiastic, he's brave. He'll do it on his own if he needs to. Eventually, as he gets older and he pursues it more and more and starts to develop it, he'll have a lot of people come on board with him. And having a wish fulfillment and seeing the whole picture to the point where he could even be like, hey, I knew I could do this, where other people thought. It does look barren. It does look like nothing can grow here, but he knows it can. And here's the happiest card in the deck. This is the Sun card. This is being enlightened, having new goals, new dreams, new ideas, knowing that there is future for you and there's future for your loved ones and the people around you. And you're going to work with people. You're going to start finding more people that are pure and loving and good because it's good for you. It's good for your heart and soul. It's good to be your truest self and not to have to worry about being backstabbed, but be smart because you have to deal with people all the time. So you deal with them with love and kindness and lightness, and your playfulness should come out. And that's a very good card. It's the happiest card in the deck. So that looks like things are starting to look up as we go through our changes and seeing things from all aspects. We've had it come from all different areas, lots of loss. But again, people enter our lives after loss as well. And it gives us people that get to teach us lessons. And even if you don't grow with these people, they come together with you in the like mind, and you can come enlightened to say, I'm glad I spoke to that person, or I'm glad I met that person, or I'm so glad they were here. And it's also someone that's lost and that's passed. You feel that way too. You feel like, I'm so glad I had them in my life, and I have things in my mind, my heart, my soul, and all around me that I know that they were here and they left their beautiful mark, and they're going to do so again in another place, and we'll be with them again one day. And right here is the Judgment card. The Judgment card is telling us that we have a higher calling. This is for people who have passed away and people who are also here that have gone through lessons in life. They come to realize and they evaluate themselves and others, and they know that Judgment Day comes, and when it does, we have to be prepared for it. So you have to do everything with good heart and soul, and if we make mistakes, which we all do, we have to learn from them and try to correct them along the way, because that's why we're here. We're here for lessons learned in life and to try to understand, ourselves and others and try to adapt as things move on. But if you do it with love and try to be to your purest self and have like-minded people around you, then you could go far and you could get more out of life. You can enjoy it and see the fun times in life. So, any other advice for us for March? Looks like it's turning positive. We all went through a lot here, most of us. This is for the majority of all of us. Changes, and whether we liked them or not. This is a victory card. This is the Chariot, and it's coming out with this is the one, two, sorry, 7. Okay. So we have the 7 of Pentacles. I'm just taking it in for a minute. He has 7 pentacles and he's overlooking all that he's done. This is having a victory. That's why I have to take this in, because this is having a victory over everything that we just experienced and will throughout life. But it's also knowing, making a decision. It's making a decision. Do I want to continue on the way I am, or do I want to make something better? Everything that I've put into this already is wonderful, and I've definitely seen progress, and I've done a lot, and I've seen things, I've experienced things, I've lost things, things have grown, things have stayed still. And you know what? There's movement, because when you have the Chariot saying, with everything that I've learned here, I can move forward with pride, with victory, with success, and I can choose. I can choose to continue on what I'm doing, or I could choose something completely different, because I have ideas. There's a lot of ideas, and there's another wish fulfillment here. So, anything that you choose and you put your heart and soul into it and you focus on it, you're going to do really well in. And I think that's the secret sometimes in life, is to keep busy and keep motivated. Because when you have things to do and you surround yourself by good people, you suddenly realize, you know what? Life is light, it's fun, and I am going to choose either to continue to work on something. I'm having good harvest. I can make more and more and more, and I can develop in something great, and I could move forward with my ideas. Or I could just leave that. I could leave it like this and let it maintain itself, with a little bit of work. You don't have to do too much. You do a little at a time. Take a break, oversee it, relax. Or you could just walk away from it completely and start completely new. And that's your choice. That's the beautiful thing. So, whatever you guys choose, I hope it's really wonderful. And I hope you guys have a really great end of February and March for all signs of the zodiac. Thanks for tuning in today. If you like this and enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and share. And have a great night. Bye bye.